present my first video. So first, my inspiration is from Surah Yunus, chapter 10, verse 5. Is he who made the sun and shining the moon, derive light and determine for faces that you may know the number of years and account. Allah has not created this except in truth. He detailed the sign for people who knows. Okay, from this ayah, I choose two keywords. First, guide. Second, natural. Where did I get the natural from? Allah create the sun and moon. Sun and moon is natural element. Okay, so the client that I approach is Tenaga Nasional, which is TNB. Their vision is to be a leading provider of sustainable energy solution in Malaysia and international. So from the Tenaga Nasional version, I get two keywords: lead, which is being the leading, and sustainable. Okay, from the Nakli and client, I related from two keywords, which is guide and lead, and I got emphasize. Emphasize, I apply emphasis in my idea using space. Okay, then from the side, I was provide the site and Mersing, Teluk Buih, and it's an ocean view, a coastal place, and full with natural element, rock, sand, water. So from the seaside and Nakli, I got the element white, which I apply it on my opening and windows. For the site and client, I relate it to balance, since the site is full with natural element, and the client is they are very known as sustainable. So why balance? Because also Tenaga Nasional is a very modern. If you see the Tenaga Nasional new HQ buildings, it's very modern. So balance between modern idea with natural element. So I got the word halcyon. Halcyon used to characterize happiness, great success. That we can relate it to the white and client approach, client vision. Also calm, peaceful, and tranquil, which will relate it to the side. So from the side, here for my side planning, we have a change in side planning. So we have my special planning. We have a working area, which is the focal point that related to the meeting area and leisure area. So from the client, they will enter the entrance and see the working area, and the working area connected to the meeting area and the leisure area. For the leisure area, the plan is the leisure area will be near the forest. So it will give a calm and peaceful. Also forest, there's tree that will protect from the sun. So the leisure area will have a cool and good temperature to rest. Not too hot, not too cold. For the meeting area, place it near the sea. So during the meeting, it will give a good impression toward the guests and the other partner during the meeting. It's giving first impression, good first impression. And for the working area, it's between the forest and the sea. So it's up to the client whether he want to face. He got two view, and most likely the working area is not like emphasizing to the view. It's more to just to give natural light. So, building program. Since my client is a senior manager in Flu Market, the office base, his work is office based, research, analysis, focus, preparing a report, presentation, policy papers. So here, all these things he can do it in the working area, and he also involved digital tools, data compression, virtual meeting. So for this part of work, he can do it in meeting area. And lastly, of course, we will worn out, tired, so he can rest in the leisure area. So from the form, how do I get this shape? How do I get this plan? So first, I start with the basic square using the space that was given to me. Then I try to do it to make it more creative. Then I make it round shape. However, it's kind of still simple, so it's limiting the space. So I try to move and combine the dual and round shape. So here I got a curvy shape. Now for the material, I use timber, which the slanted wood wall, and glass, which is for the window. So the first side, I'll show the wall that use the wall over here, which is this wall was designed putting a whiteboard for the client to draw his work, but the whiteboard, instead of square whiteboard, I use organic sheet. And down here is actually it's a shelf, but the shelf that shaped like a rock near the mountain like that. And between the whiteboard and the bookshelf, the shelf, I put real like plant to give the balance. See the balance, like biofilm. Okay. So for the ergonomics, because my client is someone who work all days and all days, most of the time he work looking at his computer. So he requested me an ergonomic table and chair. So for the ergonomic table, I choose a wide table, L shape. So if you can see the table here, here we have a space which is like an L shape here, and if it's adjustable. If the person need to like make the table higher, so the table will become like this. You know, he just need to pull the table lid, so it will become like this. And for the chair is the egg chair that is very famous, and it's also adjustable. So here is my precedent study where I get the form first, and also the glass window, how I want it to be. Then this is the wall that I choose for my exterior, and the exterior is up here, the static is out there, and inside is clear one. And the bed, for the leisure room, I use floating bed to make the place look wider. And for the bookshelf, this is how I imagine my bookshelf, but I make it like this. So here is my floor plan. For the leisure area, we have a sliding door. Since it's a leisure area, the person will be resting or maybe sleeping. I want it to give him privacy since most of the place is glass and it's quite exposed. So putting a sliding door to give some privacy for him to sleep. And for the working area, there's a platform which make it a bit higher, so he can work here. So from the model you can see here is the working area. There's the platform, and here the working area we have a digital screen for him to look at his note. And here is the leisure area where the bed is floating, and here is the meeting area. Here is the meeting area, and this is the whiteboard area. For the leisure area, because it is a bit small, it's just 2 meter width, like 4 square meter. Instead of the width, I make it the room high, and there's the window here for him to get at least some natural light. It will not be too dark, and some ventilation for him. So it's not going to be very cramped in there. That's all from me. Thank you.
So for leisure area, you said that it has a sliding door between the working area. So could you show the sliding door on the model? Where is it located?
Since if you can see here, there's a platform. So the sliding door will be placed direct at the platform that separating from the working area and the meeting area. It will be L-shaped. I will follow the leisure area space.
How you translate how and why you translate the square form into a wavy shape?
How I translate it? First, I measure how big the leisure room is I want. So based on research and guidance, I choose the leisure area 4 square meter. Okay, so now I have 4 square meter. I cut 4 square meter from here. When I cut 4 square meter from here, I was left with more shape, more the extra place. Then I will cut the meeting area how big I want. So when I cut the meeting area, then the meeting area at first it was 2 square meter. 2 square meter or 1 square meter like that. So now I left with a few more too. Then I try to reshape it, using a simple cardboard. I cut first, and then I try to reorganize it, how it look good. And with that, I reorganize, then I get the shape. I get the shape now. That's all from me. Thank you.